Hello, this is Robert Redfern with this week's Serrapeptase news. First, my apologies for the lack of Serrapeptase newsletters over the last couple of weeks. I've been travelling around the USA and on a whirlwind tour which was very successful. Secondly, thank you for all the Serrapeptase stories that I asked for last time that have been coming in my absence. And lastly, this week's story. It comes from someone nearly as sceptical as me, and that is saying something. And so in Rob Lyon's own words, greetings, thank you for your email. To be honest, I was rather dubious about the testimonies for Serrapeptase in your newsletters. Could such a thing actually work? No guarantees, no money-back promises either, for relatively expensive tablets. It all seemed like a classical case of caveat emptor, let buyer beware. However, my lower back injury has been getting steadily worse after an injury about 35 years ago. In particular, it has deteriorated very noticeably in the last 10 years, to the point where I had to give up my full-time job in 1997 at the age of just 44. And in 2005, I reached the point where most part-time work was too much for me. Traditionally, non-steroidal anti-inflammatories had only given me partial relief, and had also consistently caused unpleasant side effects, drowsiness and ulcers. I therefore decided to buy some Serrapeptase capsules from a UK supplier with free postage, and I started taking them a week ago. Well, I can hardly believe the difference that they've made in such a short time. My chronic back trouble is the least painful and debilitating that it has been for so long as I can remember. In other words, many, many years. Now, I'm reluctant to build up my hopes for this being a long-term cure, but I'll certainly be carrying on with the Serrapeptase and hoping that my back continues to improve. At present, I'm still taking NSAIDs and taking anti-ulcer drugs, and I'm happy to report that the Serrapeptase capsules doesn't seem to be affected by or cause too much discomfort with my ulcer problem. I will keep you informed of my progress. I have given 2 of your newsletters to a friend who is an alternative medical practitioner, Bowen Therapy. She was suitably impressed with my experience so far and will be researching Serrapeptase. I thought that you might be interested in a comment that if it works on animals, it must be a real effect. She made the point that unlike humans, animals are not susceptible to any sort of placebo effect. There is therefore no question of any benefits being due to wishful or positive thinking. Now sadly, she's one of a growing number of people that I know personally who suffer with ME, chronic fatigue syndrome. Do you have any information about whether Serrapeptase can help with this illness? Regards, Rob Lyon. Well, Rob, I am impressed with your success to date, but even if Serrapeptase did not give you the final solution for your back, all is not lost, because we still have the most powerful treatment for backs available, called HealthPoint. Incidentally, this HealthPoint can also be used for ME and chronic fatigue syndrome, and was used by Dr. Derek Parkin at the Pilgrim Trust Hospital in Boston in Lincolnshire to treat over 2,000 sufferers of ME during his period before his retirement. You can see more about the HealthPoint at www.dovehealth, that's DOVEHEALTH, dovehealth.com, or email me anytime. This is Robert Redfern signing off with the kindest and healthiest regards.